Rog, how you doing, brother? Unfortunately, I've had a bit of a crash in Poland, so I'm going to be out for the first half of this season, which is super shit. Don't worry too much, there'll be a post later. But I think there might be an injury clause this year where we can get fill-in riders. I know you've got some of your own sponsors, but obviously you don't have a bike sponsor. Let me know if you'd maybe be interested in having a little phone call, and if you want to race on the team for these first few races, and see what you think, dude. And yeah, have a think, but maybe if you want, we can have a chat on the phone.
How cool is it, man? What a story.
Oh, man.
We got to start there, right?
We got to start there. It couldn't have been like scripted better, I don't think. You coming on here talking about the fact that you thought that you probably would never get a factory ride, how hard it was going to be to sort of do that season, and well, this season that's just gone past in 25. 2 weeks later,
I know. I don't
manifested
think,
it.
even on my wildest dreams, I would thought like I would like get that opportunity that year, and also if like from people as well. Like I don't think I ever thought like I would, like, you know what I mean, like ride for that team or for a factor team, and it just happened like out of the blue, and I couldn't, like, literally got a message from BK, and like I couldn't believe until like I think like it only clicked in when like I think they put me on the group chat of the team on WhatsApp. And I was like, oh yeah, this is real.
No way. Roger has entered the chat.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy, and pretty unreal.
Yeah, man. Let's go through it. Let's break it down. So,
what whirlwind.
Start of 2025. I think, remind me, so you were on GT, but not.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, like, so I was being supported by GT through Wayne.
Yeah.
And then I managed to get a frame for the 24 season, and I was negotiating to be a GT rider for 25. And then in the end of 24, GT just went under. Yeah. So that negotiation never really happened. So I still had like the GT frames from the previous season, and they had sent me like a fresh frame just before they closed. Okay. So I had like a fresh frame that I built for Tazi. So I raced like a fresh frame in Tazi and stuff. Yeah. So that's what I was riding, and that's what I was gonna ride the rest of the year, because I still had like my little sponsors, my other sponsors, like forks and gear and stuff like that. So
it's going to be a one bike garage.
Yeah, like I mean, like still had like the bikes from the previous year, so like enduro bike and an e-bike and stuff like that. And but it would be like one downhill bike, and then I had the spare frame that was from the previous, from 24, like that. It was pretty battered, but like if anything happened to the other one, I had a backup, but luckily I didn't need it.
But in theory, you were heading into 2025 full privateer, without a bike sponsor.
Like my plan was, so like I had already done like the urban stuff, like Guanajuato, which like I think like I had done the podcast already, didn't I? Like, so I did Tazi, did like the Guanajuato, did like Valparaiso, all on the GT, and then I was going to my first round of the World Cup, which my plan was like, I'll do that round, see how I do, but probably like I was not gonna do any World Cups. And the weekend before had like a national in Fort William, and I was there in Fort William racing the week before going to Poland. And on the weekend before my race run, I got a message from BK, which like he never messaged me before. I was like, what's this? And he's like just saying that he got injured and it might be a opportunity for me to get in the team, but that's it. That's what it was, the message. And I was like, oh, but I didn't get too excited because
he did like leave it at that. It was like there might be an opportunity.
He said, oh, I'll call you later, or we talk later, or something like that, because I told him I was in Fort William. He didn't know that I was like there racing, right? Like raced there, came second in the race, which was pretty good. And then like obviously with all that, even like he's offering me like an opportunity, I still have like contracts with other people, like all my other sponsors. So like it's still like really worrying how is that gonna go. And like luckily they were all understandable and like they let me go. But yeah, so like that happened, and then we had a chat, like a call, and then it was still everything uncertain. He was trying to figure out if the UCI, if he could do that, he couldn't, what was the rules and everything. And then I flew to Poland with my bike, so like normal, like spare wheels, everything like as if I was gonna race as a privateer. Got there, and well, like on Tuesday night, he told me to come to like their accommodation. I went there, we had a chat, and like he was still trying to figure out. And then he said, "Oh, yeah, we can get you in the team. I think we can let you stay." Because I initially was going to be only the first 6 races until he's back.
Yeah.
And then he decided to say that I could stay for all the races, apart from the last 2 rounds, the one in America and the one in Canada, because he can only have like 4 like World Cup riders like in like registered.
Yeah.
So that was like the initially plan, but he said, "Oh, if someone gets injured, then you can go." So I was like, "Oh," so like it was from 6 races. It was already like for more races. So I was like, he's like, "Do you want to take it?" I was like, "Guys, so I just need to check with my sponsors," because by then I didn't have talked to my sponsors or anything.
Okay.
So
Plus, you've probably already in your head, you've probably already sort of resigned to the fact that you might not do every round. You know what I mean? Like you're just going to go to Poland, see how it goes at that point.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you've got all of this like a whole season.
Yeah, like even like for this, like even if it was like only the six rounds, I was gonna take it no matter, because like it's what, you know what I mean. Like I was not even gonna do all the races, so doing 6 races is better than not doing like any. And also the opportunity, like this could lead to more things if I do well. So, and like I'm at a point of my career that like, you know what I mean. Like I won't have that opportunity ever again. So kind of had to grab it, but I was still. Really, my biggest worry was how my other sponsors was going to react, because obviously it was like a long-term relationship with all of them.
Yeah.
Like being like I knew like I was like probably like 10 plus years with them. So like just had to like make sure like everyone was happy, but at the same time, everything was happening so fast. Like he offered that to me on Tuesday, and I had to like race like on Thursday. It was like practice day already. Yeah. So. Like, yeah, just had to like get into calls and talk to them, and like some of them were like obviously didn't want me to go, but then they saw that it was nothing that they could really do it. But like everyone was like really understandable, like they let me go, and they saw that the opportunity was too big for me to like let it go. Yeah. And like on Wednesday, so like the Tuesday after talking to him, obviously didn't sleep much that night. On Wednesday morning, went to the pits. BK starts like giving me like Leah kit, like, and then like I put a kit, the factory racing team kit, and I'm like, fuck, this is really happening. Inside the bus, and he shows me around. Barn starts building my bike, and then like checking like levers, checking everything. And then like on the afternoon, I go to they have like some trails there in Poland, and I start riding on Wednesday afternoon the bike just to see, like, just to try and figure something out, suspension, everything. Yeah. Bear in mind, like everything is different from my bike. I think the only like thing that was the same was the pedals and the grips. Right. The rest was like everything was different. So like forks, shock, like everything different. So did a few runs, felt good on the bike from the get go, and then. Thursday I think was track walk, and then Friday was into practice into the World Cup. So pretty crazy.
Whirlwind, bro.
Okay. Hey man, what an episode that was. You did amazing in it.
And so did you.
You shone like a star.
You shone like a moon.
Can we also put something up here that you can click on for the next episode?
How about we put a subscribe up there in the middle?
Yeah, I love
We're going to put a video we think that our lovely companionship will love on your face.
On my face?
Yeah.
So
and
they
on
can't see me now?
Gone. And on my face, another video that we think people will love. And thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please hit like and subscribe. You guys are the best.
Peace and love.